Hello?
Hello, hi.
Hello. I was wondering, going back to film history, as she was saying, when was the last time that you were overjoyed to hear about a movie, like a lost film, or a film that was partially lost, being recovered, having an original version of it be found?
When is the last time?
Yeah.
Or the next time?
The last time.
Tomorrow. No, when is the last time a lost film will be discovered? I hope...
The last time that you were overjoyed to hear about one that was discovered, one that was rediscovered. Like Metropolis, when they found the original version of it.
I have no idea when the last time I'm going to hear that is. But I'm not sure I'm understanding the syntax here.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
But,
explain it. He's asking, when was the last time you actually got excited about hearing?
oh, when was the last time I did? Oh, when was the last time? I thought you were saying when is the...
Oh, no, sorry. When was the last time you were overjoyed?
When's the last next time? Okay. When was the last... Well, they just found... fairly recently, they found one of John Ford's silent films in New Zealand, I believe. And it had been considered completely lost for about 80 years. And now it's being restored, and in fact, you can go online and see it. And thanks to somebody in Zed, we've got an ancient old film that probably nobody cares about. No, if anybody cares about John Ford movies, it's me. But yeah, that was the most recent. Yeah. So sorry for the confusion there. That's what you get when you're dealing with a confused man. Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to know when Bobby. Yeah. Actually, when you got the script for when Bobby passed away in Supernatural, and then your next script when he was a ghost. How hard was it to make that adjustment in the character acting?
Well.
In the hours.
This is like an old bus seat. All right, class. Well, it was pretty easy for me to play a ghost because when they gave me the script about Bobby dying, I killed myself. No, I just cried for about 3 months and I didn't care. Does he work here? Not that old. This looks way better, right? Thank you. Yeah, well, what was the question? It was something about
When Bobby died and then he came back as a ghost, like how hard was that for you to adjust in acting?
Well, the hardest thing was coming in 30 minutes earlier to get spray painted white. I didn't like being spray painted white. And eventually I made them stop. And then I had to come in 45 minutes earlier so they could daub it on. But it was better than being, somebody hit you with a cold spray at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like, oh no. So, but adjustment-wise, other than that, it wasn't much of an adjustment, except that I had this new thing to play, which was this growing rage, and which wasn't really part of Bobby before. But I don't know. I just look at the pages and go, "Oh, I can do that." And I'm probably not the best person to talk to about deep inner acting stuff. I believe in it. I believe in anything that gets you where you need to get, and I've used that on occasion. But for the most part, I just learn the lines and try not to bump into stuff. Which is a lot easier when you're a ghost.
jokes played on the set of Supernatural? And if so, could you tell us about one in particular that stands out to you?
You weren't here yesterday, were you?
No.
Well, I'm going to change tack here. Well, there was one day that Jensen and I put an alligator in Jared's trailer, and it ate one of the makeup artists. That's a lot better than we don't really do a lot of that, isn't it? Yeah, oh, yeah. And then there was the day that Misha came to work, and we grabbed him and stripped him down and spray painted him white. No, actually, I can think of like 2 practical jokes in the entire run of the show, and you guys probably know about them. I mean, there's one of them that's in like a gag reel where the boys climbed up out of the hole and they poured water on them. And then there was the one where Misha lost a bet and had to pay off Jared and fill his trailer full of pennies. And then Jared filled Misha's car full of pennies. So, but, I mean, those were pretty good. Those were pretty good, but it's like I said to somebody yesterday, what's the biggest practical joke that was ever played at your work? You know, most of the time we're just working. We goof around, we laugh a lot, but there's not a lot of, oh, we're going to get so-and-so, and a lot of plotting and planning. And I know it would be a lot more exciting if we did, but... oh, the biggest practical joke I ever played, yeah. Well, that wasn't set out to be a practical joke. You know about the Abominable Snowman movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? No? Raise your hands if you know about the Abominable Snowman. 12, 13. Okay. Well, how many of you have seen season 7? Oh, I didn't realize it had run. Oh, that's right, it ran on channel download. I got a pretty good laugh yesterday, too. Was I saying something?
Abominable Snowman.
Oh, Abominable Snowman, yeah. Well, Bobby died, or whatever it was he did in episode 10. And then for episode 20 or so, they were bringing Bobby back as a ghost. But for some reason, oh my God, there's a chipmunk in the middle of the... If you fall asleep in a guy's panel, and you have one of those head things that you're going to get caught. Anyway, for some reason, I get recognized on the street in Vancouver more than any city I ever go to. I don't know why. But for some reason, I'm always getting stopped on the street there, and it never happens in LA or most other cities, but in Vancouver a lot. Maybe it's because they know we shoot there, but I went back to do the first Ghost episode, and I realized somebody's going to see me on the street, and they're going to tweet, I just saw Jim Beaver on the street in Vancouver, he must be back. And I thought, I got to come up with an excuse for being in Vancouver that doesn't involve Supernatural, so not to pull the wool over anybody's eyes, but so that the surprise would work when I did come back. Because I thought it would ruin it for everybody if they all knew. And then there's this big reveal, and everybody goes, yeah, we know. So I made up this movie that I was shooting in the mountains north of Vancouver about the Abominable Snowman. And I started tweeting about my adventures on the set of that movie. And then people were saying, well, tell us more about the movie. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I thought, I gotta figure out a way to make this convincing. So, thank you, Google Images. I started Googling imagery under the search term film crew snow. And I got all these pictures of film crews shooting in the snow. And I downloaded them and posted them to Twitter and said, this is our production manager. Oh, here's the first shot of the film. We spent 5 hours getting this shot, and then we had to trash it and do it over again the next day. And oh, here's our sound guy. He forgot some of his equipment. He has to walk all the way back to camp. They have all this baloney. And what I really liked was I posted 2 pictures of myself that were not me. They were of guys with snow and ice hanging off their beards and mustaches and eyebrows. And I mean, like, close up. And nobody got it. I thought, this is cool, man. And I was so happy because, to the best of my knowledge, nobody really picked up on the fact that I was actually in Vancouver shooting Supernatural. Until the first episode of my return came back, and I could hear jaws dropping all over the planet. And I thought, yeah, because that's how you deserve to have a surprising, dramatic turn, is have it be a surprise. Yep. I regret to say, or I don't regret to say, that even the picture of the frozen quail was that was Google Images. Yes.
Hey Jim.
Hello.
I was wondering, you said you're interested in DC Comics. If you could be any, or have any superpower, what would it be and why? And you can't say ghost or something like that. Just to be clear.
At the moment, I'm thinking X-ray vision. If you're gonna set them up, I'm gonna knock them over. Took your breath away, did I? Oh, well, turnabout's fair play. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good one. Flying, you know, that'd be nice. You could hover outside 3rd-story windows and stuff. I'm giving a bad impression of myself. Yeah, I'm not really like that. So, yes, hi.
Before this next question, I'd just like to say that I don't know this person at all.
Oh, that's funny. She looks like your daughter.
Hi, can you please do the Gangnam Style dance?
I'm scared because I don't know what she said.
Can you please do the Gangnam Style dance? If you know what it is.
Oh, you know, it's funny. I keep seeing that on the internet, and I keep saying, I gotta look at this thing because a lot of people are talking about it, and I don't know what it is. I haven't got a clue. So, you're at it again, huh? I don't know what it is. I don't know how to do it, and if I did, I probably wouldn't.